Coach, first week of NCHC action for the Broncos. You come away with 5 out of 6 points. You got to be pretty happy about that.
Well, we're happy going to Colorado College and getting the 5 points for sure. I mean, that's been a difficult building for whatever reason for us to go out there. We've got splits before, but to get 5 points was really gratifying. We like Colorado College's team. They're definitely going to win a lot of hockey games, and for us to go out there and get those points at the start of the year in terms of regular season, it was great.
You have a Ferris State team coming in on Friday. They've lost 4 straight, but it's been 4 straight one-goal games for them.
Well, we always have battles with Ferris State. If we remember last year, it came down to the last few seconds of the game. We ended up winning up in their building 4-3, and then had a real strong game on Saturday night back in our building. So every year against the Bob Daniels coach team, Ferris State's going to play you hard and going to compete, and we're battling for credibility in this part of the state here, and there'll be exciting hockey games for sure.
You want to advance far in March, you have to, prove that you can win multiple ways. I think your team proved that it can come from behind this weekend. Why?
Well, first of all, it wasn't our intention to be coming from behind on Saturday night when we had a 2-0 lead and proceeded to take some unnecessary penalties and lose the rhythm in the game. But to our team's credit, we played well all weekend. We had a high compete level, 5-on-5. I thought we were the better team on both nights. First 10 minutes again on Friday night were not particularly good, but we've got a gritty group. We've got a different type team right now with some of our players out of the lineup. Our defense has played well. We've had great goaltending at the start of the season, and we found a way to get inside and score some goals.
I know Adam mentioned it, but 5 out of 6 points in the NCHC. Listening to these two call it, and they said it right. Those points matter at the end of the season. To get 5 and then not have to play an NCHC series right away. Is that a nice, comfortable feeling for your guys right now?
Well, we like wins any way they come. And that one, obviously, the second night took it to the shootout. And, when you have to score a goal in the last minute, you got your goalie pulled. I mean, we dominated the third period. We spent most of the whole that period in the offensive zone. We had great chances, didn't finish, but we kept grinding away. When that puck came to the point, in order for us to get the shot from Ronnie Adder, we had 4 guys that were in the corner of the rink battling for the puck to get it out to the blue line. Ethan Frank made a great fake, slid it over to Ronnie Adder. He hammered the puck, and we also had those 4 guys that were in the corner were all standing at the front of the net when that puck went in the net.
Coach, so much for the altitude issues, because you dominated the third period on Friday and you dominated the third period in the overtimes on Saturday, so it didn't seem to affect the guys at all.
Well, there's a sign in the Colorado College Arena that says, how are you breathing at 6,800 and some feet up here? And we pointed to that after Thursday's practice, and I said, you want that excuse? Like, are we going to use that one? And guys were saying right at the end of practice, that doesn't matter. We're going to go out and play our game. And it's a tribute to Tim Herman and our conditioning program that our guys were able to sustain the pressure all night, and we were good when we needed to be in the third period.
Got some results on the power play this weekend. They were really moving the puck well, particularly on Friday. You didn't get a power play goal on Saturday, but you didn't get that many opportunities either.
Yeah, we would have liked to have had a few more on Saturday night. We had to kill 7 power plays, including a 5-minute major there. But, our puck movement was much better. And the one opportunity we did have in overtime, we had 3 or 4 real good looks at and could have won the hockey game in regulation there. But, it was good to see the power play, having energy, moving the puck. And we're getting guys set into spots right now, and it's making our power play more effective.
Ronnie Adder had a big weekend, his best as a Bronco. A young player who was the most valuable player in the USHL a year ago on defense even, and he's scoring goals. He jumps into the play, too. You obviously are okay with that.
We want all of our defensemen getting up into play whenever they have the opportunity. We want that 4th man on attack. It's difficult to score now. You need that extra body, and so we're encouraging all of our D to go, and he's definitely got an aptitude for us. And what we liked is he was also getting back to play defense. He had a great defensive stick. He led us in scoring chances in that game with 9, which you don't usually see that from a defenseman. And, we've been kind of waiting to see that one-time shot, and he hammered it on that tying goal on Saturday night there for sure. We had 4 of our guys in front jumping to get out of the way of it because it was going to knock them over if it didn't go in the net. So great to see for sure.
We've had to do a lot of line shuffling because of the health of the team. Can you just give an overall update on some of the guys that have been missing?
Well, I really don't want to comment too much on the guys that are missing because I'm just focused on the guys that are playing. They're the ones making a difference right now. And obviously, we've got some talented players out of the lineup. And, those guys, when they get ready, they'll be able to step back. And I think we may get a couple of them back this week here for this weekend series. But, our guys, I think that's the one thing that we do, Adam, in our training camp. We have 6 inter-squad games, and we make sure we take those games very seriously, and we're moving guys from wing to center. We're moving them into different slots. So it's not unique when they have to go into a regular season game and play left wing, and they've been a right winger most of the year. So our guys are used to adjusting, and it's basically the next man up mentality, and we want to make sure that our guys can adjust, can flex, and move into different spots. I also want to mention that this weekend here, too, we got a couple of prominent alums who've got their sons playing for Ferris State. We've obviously got Cam Clark, quality defenseman, and Dallas Tulik from Kalamazoo here had 2 goals for Ferris last weekend, so I'm sure his family's going to be looking for tickets this weekend. We're excited to have them back and to renew that rivalry with Ferris State. It's a great one. Expect the building to be full.
Ronnie, a big weekend for you, especially on Saturday with the 3-point game. How have you just been adjusting to the college game?
Yeah, I'd say so far so good. The coaching staff and players here have done a really good job at accommodating me and helping me transition well. The biggest thing I notice is everything's a lot faster. Everything happens 2 or 3 seconds faster, and you got to be really hard on your stick because guys are really strong in this league. So
I'm going to ask you to elaborate on that. You think about these prospects that we know for years, and they come in, and there's always that expectation that they're going to succeed right away. But it's a lot more difficult to do that. What's been the hardest part for you thus far?
Yeah, I would just say working on my strength and foot speed. Everyone, as I said before, is so fast and so quick. The game happens a lot faster. Everyone's getting faster these days. So just that aspect of it and working on getting stronger has been my 2 biggest things.
Trial by fire starting the NCHC season. You guys are down both nights, and you find a way to battle back and take 5 out of 6 points. How'd you do that?
Yeah, obviously you want to go for all 6 points, but when you look at it at the end of the day, we came back with 5 out of 6. So it was a good character weekend for our group here. Going into Saturday's 3rd period, we knew what we needed to do. We were in the same spot on Friday night, so we knew we were just 1 shot away. So we knew that last 20 minutes was going to be hard work, and we stuck to our game plan and ended up paying off at the end there. So
You seem to be getting off a bit more shots the last couple of weekends. Is there anything, in terms of adjusting to the speed of the players coming at you that, maybe have to get rid of the puck quicker, either a pass or a shot?
Yeah, I'd say just getting a couple more games under my belt. I kind of feel a little bit more comfortable out there. I don't feel as rushed anymore, and getting to know who I'm playing with. I'm starting to be able to read off guys and know what they're doing, getting good chemistry. It was a good weekend for our power play starting to click. Paul Washy, Drew Warad, those guys had big weekends this weekend, so it was good for us.
Has anybody talked to you about the Ferris rivalry yet?
A little bit, but not too much, but I'm excited to be a part of it. This Friday at Lawson should be a good environment, so I'm pumped about it.
You've had 2 home games in the first 8 this season. Now your next 3 or 4 are at home. How excited are you to get to see the Lunatics a bit more often?
Yeah, skating out there for the first time, that was a surreal feeling, seeing all that. I was amazed, especially for warm-up, seeing how many people were there. But I'm super excited to play in front of our home crowd again. I know the boys love it, so we're fired up about it.